What's going on, everybody? David here, back with another video. So today we're going to talk about the stimulus check. So the next stimulus check. And yes, there will be another stimulus check. We need to talk about how much is that stimulus check going to be, because I'm hearing a lot of different people saying different things. And every day in the comments, people are telling me, no, it's not going to be $1,200. It's going to be $3,800. It's going to be $3,500. It's going to be $2,400. It's going to be monthly payments. All this stuff, people ask me the question or they'll tell me, no, I'm wrong because they saw it somewhere else. And so that's what I want to talk about today. We're going to do a deep dive into the stimulus check. How much is this next stimulus check going to be? So that's the topic of today. But first off, if you guys can do me a favor, please hit the like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell notification. That way you'll get notified anytime we put out a video. Okay, so let's talk about this. So we've heard all these different things, and I see it too. I see different videos coming out and people saying, no, it's going to be $3,500 stimulus check. And the reality is we're looking at a $1,200 stimulus check. We've been looking at a $1,200 stimulus check since May 15th, when the HEROES Act was approved by the House. It was a $1,200 stimulus check with $1,200 per dependent. So ever since then, we've been looking at a $1,200 stimulus check. It has not changed. And sure, we've heard different proposals come out. We've heard reoccurring payments. We've heard different amounts. But when it comes down to it, when we're looking at the next stimulus check, everyone agrees. And when I say everyone, I'm talking about the politicians that are making these decisions. They all agree that a $1,200 stimulus check is probably what we're looking at. You have Nancy Pelosi saying that. You have Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell in the HEALS Act, there was a $1,200 stimulus check in there. The president saying, even though the president at one point said he wants it to be larger than what the Democrats want, he's still okay with the $1,200 stimulus check. And at least at this point, we don't know what the president's going to do, the current president, when it comes to another stimulus package. But the last we've heard, $1,200 stimulus check is where he was. So we have all the key players saying $1,200 stimulus checks, but we still do have people saying, no, it's going to be more, and putting out videos saying it's going to be more. But I'm looking at the politicians, and if they're saying $1,200 stimulus check, that's probably where we're going to be going when it comes down to it. Now, one thing that we need to talk about, and this is not being talked about right now, is the fact that the vaccine is on the horizon. So what does that mean? And are some politicians, is their strategy going to be, you know what, let's wait it out. If we can wait it out a couple more months, maybe we might not even need another stimulus package. Because if the vaccine gets here, people start taking the vaccine, and we start putting this pandemic behind us, well, then there won't be a need for another stimulus check or another stimulus package. And so that could be a strategy for some politicians. And I posted a video yesterday. I'll post a link up here so you guys can check it out, where I talked a little bit about getting something done now, going with the piecemeal now, and maybe in a couple of months, when Joe Biden, President-elect Joe Biden has settled in, maybe we can do something else. So do one now and then one later. The benefit of doing one now and one later, is that you'll at least get things on the table now, things that need to happen right now, like stimulus checks, like enhanced unemployment, like the eviction moratorium, address that. Some of these things that are going to be expiring, some of these things that have already expired, take care of those things now. Because if you wait a couple months and the vaccine is here and people start taking the vaccine and we start getting past the pandemic, well, you might have some politicians that say, look, we don't need another stimulus package. We're on the right track now. We don't need more stimulus checks. We don't need enhanced unemployment. We don't need a lot of this stuff. Eviction moratorium. We don't need that stuff anymore. And so it's better to go with something now, even though it's small, and then address the rest of the stuff later, than to try to say, let's try to do a big package, but we'll wait until President-elect Joe Biden becomes president. And so that is the tricky situation that we're in right now. Get something done now is what I would say, and then work on some other stuff in a couple of months. That way you at least address, because we have to look at the reality here. We've been waiting for the last 7 months for something to happen, and nothing has happened. So all this time, people haven't been paying their bills. They've been struggling, not able to eat. They're behind when it comes down to it. Do you think politicians are going to look at that? No, they're not going to look at the fact that you've been struggling for the last 7 months. They're just going to look at the fact, well, things are good now, so you can get a job, and all those old bills, well, eventually you'll be able to pay them off. That's the way they're going to look at it. And so in a situation like this, get something done when you can, and then move forward, and then you can get something else done in a couple months. And so when it comes to the next stimulus check right now, everyone's saying it's going to be $1,200. All the key players are saying it's going to be $1,200. So if you're hearing something else, find out where their sources are, because that's not what is being promoted right now by any of the politicians. No one's saying $2,400 stimulus checks. No one's saying $3,500 stimulus checks. No one's saying these things. So if that is what you're hearing, just ask them, where are you getting this from? What's your source? What politician is telling you that they're pushing for this, and where is the proposal? So that's all I have to say when it comes to that. And I'm just, like I said, I'm answering these questions because I get every video that I put out, I will get at least 5 to 10 people that will ask me how much the next stimulus check is going to be, or they will tell me that it's not going to be $1,200, it's going to be this. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so happy Thanksgiving, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.